Yo, what's going on? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Just the Dude on the Street podcast. Originally, it's kind of funny. Originally, I was gonna call it Side Street, but sadly, um, there's another company called Side Street TV. Now, I'm not sure if I'm able to use Side Street, and not sure if I ever will be. I don't really want to go through the effort of contacting, so I'm just gonna name it Just a Dude on the Side Street podcast. I made something up really quickly. I was gonna use this logo that you see here. Um, it says Side Street, the neon sign. I was gonna use that. That was gonna be wonderful. Spent a lot of time. Got my friend Eshem to help me. Props to him. Uh, Thank you very much, my guy. Yeah, so welcome to the podcast. Hope you're having a great day, fantastic day. Or if not, I hope your day fucking sucks. Okay, if you don't want me to compliment your day, hope it's going terribly. I hope you stubbed your toe. Hope you stepped on a Lego. Okay. And if you want me to compliment your day, I mean, I hope you're seeing the sun right now. Like where I am right now, it's kind of windy. Let me check here. It's kind of windy. It's very sunny. It's too hot. And it feels like summer for some reason. I'm living here in Canada. And for some reason it wants to be summer. I don't know why. I don't want to talk about the weather too long, but I hate summer. It's the worst season. Come in the comment section if you think summer is the worst season. But I think summer is the worst season by far. Like I know there's slush in winter. I know, fall and spring it might rain a little bit too much. It might be. I don't know, too windy, too cold in those times. It really isn't. Okay, you just gotta put a sweater on, and sweater weather is the best weather. So fall and spring, best seasons. Summer, garbage season. Winter is in between for me because I generally like the snow. I like how everything looks and whatnot. Anyways, I'm gonna get to what I want to talk about today. I'm gonna show myself on screen. Um, so what are we talking about today? So I accumulated both things that I've seen on Twitter that have appeared and trending at least for today, and I accumulated things so over the week that I just wanted to talk about, things I've watched, things I kind of experienced. And I hope you just stick around because I think this is, at least this is something I would like you to stick around for, obviously. Like to um, get somewhere with this podcast of mine. Anyways, whatever, I'm rambling. First things first, Miss Universe. Mexico won Miss Universe 2021 to 2022, I think, or maybe 2020 to 2021. I'm not sure. Or 2021 to 2020. It was one of them. Um, yeah, Mexico won. So Miss Universe or Miss Mexico, I think is how they say it. Miss Mexico won it this week. This week, I'm not. Okay, I don't know when the date is, but what matters? Mexico won. That's great. I think Brazil should have won. I mean or Peru. I don't know how Peru didn't make it into the last two, but all gorgeous women, of course. All kind of answered the same. I mean, they had really broad questions. Or one had one really specific, but it was a really tough question. Like it was about COVID and how you would think handle it, or what do you think about COVID? Something like that. The other three had like climate change. Um, I don't know if I'm spitting into the mic. I hope not. Climate change. Poverty. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Dominican Republic got poverty, and man, it sucked because like what are you supposed to say to that? Like it's such a big topic that I feel I'd be stuttering. I'd be like and you know, and like I feel like someone would like make fun of me in the crowd, be like, oh, what you say, did it, and then start mocking me in the in the middle of it. It's funnier in my head as I'm thinking of it. Maybe as I'm saying it out loud. Many of the things that I'm gonna be saying out loud is it's not gonna make sense. I think because my head kind of just envisions it. I picture it as if I'm there. Whatever. Back on topic. Yeah, Brazil had a not Brazil. Sorry, Dominican had a very tough topic. I think I can't believe I'm commenting about a pageant because like I feel like that's like the least manliest thing. But or would it be the manliest thing to watch a pageant because it's beautiful? Whatever. Dominican Republic had a tough question. Poverty. I don't know how you would answer it, but I definitely don't think I could answer it in like 40 seconds because they had 40 seconds to talk about it. Tough question. Peru had climate change, I think, or maybe that was Brazil. It was okay. Pardon my memory, but it has been three days since the pageant, and since this oh let me put it up on the screen. Gotta put my TV. I got another notification, bro. It's the second time. Um, you wouldn't have known when the first time was. Anyways, I'll put it up on the screen. There you go. Yeah, lovely lady who won it. I think she got COVID. Anyways, so Brazil had climate change, or Peru. This is the Brazilian lady. Don't want to put the audio. Uh, don't know how you would tackle that in 40 seconds. You kind of just um, we must make a change, and we'll do it now. And then everyone was oh my god, that was wild, because he said something not really profound, but like, yeah, I agree with that. That's um, I felt like that's what they all have to do. India had the weakest when she was answers when she questioned. She kind of said yes but no and no but yes. It's like a maybe. Like what I mean by that is that like she didn't answer it properly. I think she like gave an answer, but also it didn't really answer the question. It's like, oh, this is Corona was a huge problem, and she had to talk about like how she would have tackled it for her country, and she's like, as we know, Corona was devastating at the start, mainly because of how we dealt with it. I feel if we dealt with it sooner, it would have been better, and we could have saved a lot more lives. And Corona was bad, and I'm really scuffing her response, but it was something along those lines, and it was okay. It was not the best. Understandable why the judges didn't really vote for her. I'm more biased towards the Latino women. I'm Latino myself, so I really wanted the Latinas to win. My whole family did, but I was watching it with my parents. It wasn't just like me, like munching, like I might be breathing too heavy into the mic, but like like neck beard and all that shit. Um, watching the thing. No, I was watching with my parents. My parents really wanted the Latina side. I was like, yeah, yeah. And like my mom was like, wow, look at her body. She's very curvy. She has nice boobs, nice ass and whatnot. And my dad's like, yeah, beautiful. I don't know. Feel like my dad couldn't really say much, but they're very open with like how they talk to one another. Anyways, yeah, so there was I think in the final round there was four Latinas and one Indian lady. I don't know any of their names. I just go with Mexico, Brazil. I don't think my cursor is appearing, but the lady on the right for the Twitter thing that I pulled up, the one on the right, that's a Brazilian chick. The one on the left, that is the Mexico chick. So we just say Mexico, Brazil. Uh, I'm sorry, I don't know their names. But the Mexico lady, she won a cruise to somewhere hot. Um, Yeah, she's getting married apparently to what this article says. Hold on. Angie Maria's getting married after digging up an old photo shoot. That so the photo shoot did it. That's kind of so it wasn't the dude or anything that like enticed her. It was just the photo shoot. Hopefully the photo shoot had the husband in it, because I you know I that'd be kind of disrespectful. Good for them. Holy shit. So yeah, so they got a cruise. I guess that's their honeymoon. It's wonderful. I gotta. I can't put any audio. I don't want to get copyright and shit. It's not something I really like. I think this is the black lady on the right. I think she's Miss Universe 2020 to 2019, or 2019 to 2020, or maybe 2020. Okay, whatever. She was the last Miss Universe, and the beautiful Latina on the left. Um, she was Miss Universe. Now they had some whack costumes. You can see it here. I'm not gonna play much of it because again, oh my god, so many videos. Oh my god. Okay, here's where I was trying to scroll to. Louis Fonsi, lovely man, lovely performer, also Latino. Um, he did a okay performance. He was obviously lip syncing. I mean, I don't know how any uh performer now would sing like in front of like a live studio audience. Man, I'm stuttering. Gotta need water. Hold on. All right. Yeah. Okay. Back to what I was saying. I don't know how like normal damn normal artists would perform, because it's strained their voice. I feel like they got a gift from Jesus, a gift from God, or whoever. They can't like destroy that. They're probably not like comedians where they go like to a stage and they kind of perform small time. Like, oh, hold on. Now that I think about it, like when do performers ever like really sing? Like only for the digital albums that they they record and like kind of give out on Spotify and iTunes, because like they would never like perform properly on stage, because they could mess up. Could be like that one time Travis Scott like fell off looking like a cheese string, fell off the stage. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Cheese. Oh, don't mind my URL thing. Cheese string. Travis Scott. Pretty sure. Stage. This. No one's gonna get any of this, I think, or maybe you will. I'm not sure. Anyways, back to this. He did okay performance. He just kind of sang his good song, and that's it. While like all the beautiful ladies kind of just jiggled around to the song. I don't know, swayed back and forth, not really jiggled. That's horrible. I take that back. Jiggle was the wrong word. Sway back and forth. Um, Here's the Peruvian lady that I really hoped would win. And then I don't want to play it anymore. I think I played too much. I'm gonna go back to talking me. This is me, of course. I am a lovely lady, African American lady, black lady, with lovely hair, and I think who's married. Okay. Um. Yeah. So that's the first topic I wanted to talk about. I kind of wanted to talk about before my family, like during the performance of Louis Fonsi, they started talking about the family of Louis Fonsi and how like his stuff was. I don't really want to go into that because it's not my business, but um, it was just really funny. They just called Louis Fonsi's wife ugly, and that's it. I don't know. I don't know how normal people view a pageant, but my parents criticized literally every part of it, like good and bad criticism, of course. And it's just hilarious to see. Second thing I want to talk about is stupid IKEA products, man, or like just anything that you build. It, I had to go help my cousins this weekend, and we were trying to build a gazebo, and the Costco people don't really come and help you. You have to like pay. Sadly, damn, sucks to be in a capitalist society. I think that's what we're in. Um, yeah, so we couldn't build it. Like we had to unscrew the damn. Like we used the wrong screws first and foremost. We used the completely wrong screws. We didn't even read the manual. We kind of just took the box apart. Here, let me show you the box. So the gazebo box. Spelled gazebo wrong. Holy shit. Gazebo box. So I don't know. You've probably seen it at Costco or a Lorona or Home Depot. Let me switch back to my visual scene. There you go, my TV, lovely TV. So yeah, they come into like these boxes, and then like we we're a Spanish family, so we trust that we can build it right. I think Bill Burr. I'm not sure which comedian, but I want to say Bill Burr had this bit where he's like, no one questions. Oh no, I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, so uh, it went along the lines of like the pyramids of Giza. They were built, and people question like, oh, the UFOs, or aliens help these men, but no one questions the Mayan temples built by Mexicanos, the Mexicans, Spanish people. No one questions them. They're hardworking men. They're cleaners. They're uh janitors. I don't want to say janitors. I want to give them some respect. Give Spanish people, my people, some respect. Anyways, yeah, we did not follow the uh the the lab manual, the manual, not lab manual, the manual, and so it was supposed to come out like that, and it did come out like that, but definitely took a day to get these things up, the posts. Those shit that wasn't even hard. We just didn't follow the stupid instructions, and when we did try to follow the instructions, it's just like I couldn't bother myself in reading the actual thing. This is obviously the gazebo we built, obviously. So yeah, we couldn't uh actually follow it because it's just like the instructions are mind-numbingly boring and slow paced. We just kind of looked at the thing, like this thing right here. We kind of looked at it. That looks like what we're building. And then we took like the screws. Like there was a whole bunch of screws, like an extraordinary amount. And my whole family, or my dad, just kind of looked at it and just like, ugh, ugh, just disgust from just the amount of screws, because that means we gotta work a lot to build the damn thing. And when we tried looking at the manual, it kind of told you what screws and what parts there were. We know which screws were which because they had the labels on, but we had no idea that the damn parts for the stupid gazebo had the labels on them, because it wasn't like normal like stickers that like a 5-year-old could stick on. It was like in the wood, like under at the part you wouldn't look at. And so the stupid labels were there, and we didn't notice until like 5 hours into building the stupid struts. No, the doo 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 popped up again. Um. Anyways, yeah. So we didn't notice halfway into it, and it was so annoying, man. Really, really. It was nice to see my friends, not my friends, my family, my cousins and all that, but like atrocious day. At least for building. On the same day, I had a, like a tourney. I'm not really good at. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna say I'm bad. I'm not the best at competitive shooters. But if y'all know what Val is, okay, I'm gonna go back to microphone me, microphone black woman me. That's married and has lovely hair, and I think she's smiling. I'm not sure if she's okay. I was in a tournament also this weekend, and I was also accompanied with the boy that helped me with um the logo, this logo right here, uh, side street. And we killed it. We okay. Well, I mean, we lost the first game, but then we killed the next few games, the next three games. So we went to triple overtime. Horrible. Like okay, triple overtime in the last game. And dude, that game is draining. If you can't win the match quick, it is horrible because it just sucks your soul out. If you die unnecessarily and you know that you could have prevented your death, it hurts you, and then you have to like watch your teammates slowly die. All teammates slowly die, and then when you're losing bad, when you're down bad in that game, that shit is horrible. Like I could not, I would stab myself 20 times than rather than playing a Valorant game into like quadruple or fifth tuple, six tuple overtime. Because it's just your brain doesn't work after like the third overtime, bro. It's whatever. It's whatever. We ended up winning that game though, and then the next day we had the next game. Sadly, my boy couldn't make it to the game, so we needed to find a replacement. That replacement wasn't that good. Then again, we didn't play at our best for that last game. I'm sure like people who don't play Valorant um are gonna stumble across this section and just not know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna pull up what Valorant is real quick. It's a competitive shooter. It has really precise gameplay. Really precise. Here you go. Here's Valorant. Check it out. It's a really fun game. Really, I really love the community is actually great. I really love the gameplay, the precision that it needs. It's almost like CS:GO, Counter Strike. It's almost like this game. But this is like the community in this game is horrible. So like you can get into a game, find like a little kid screaming at like a grown Russian man, and like another dude's playing like German disco, and it's chaos. At least in its prime it was. Back to Valorant though. Uh, this game is draining, completely draining after a couple games, and if you're like consecutively losing in ranked, it just like kiss your mood goodbye. You don't want to touch this game, and then the next day you come back because you're stupidly addicted to the game. You'll come back and want to play more. You just want to play. I don't know, man. It was a fun tourney. Wish I was better though. Hope I could get someone to coach me. Just putting it out there. If you're good at the game, please help a man out. Help a dude. Help this guy to to get up in there in league. Um, Aside from the Val tourney, I had a dentist appointment. I don't know about any of y'all listening. The Val, not the Val. The dentist appointments are so useless, man. They're atrociously bad. Um, at least for me, I have apparently, according to my doctor, oh, you have perfect teeth. Um, how did you get these perfect teeth? That's that's how she talks. She's also Spanish. I have a Spanish dentist lady, and she's like, oh, you have perfect teeth. She slaps my cheeks, taps my face before she's before she works on it, and she kind of just like looks in there. It's like, oh, you have no cavities. Oh, it looks like you have a shadow there. Whatever. Alright, good to go. 10 minutes. Goodbye. Um, all that for nothing though, cause it's like 30-minute drive, and then like 10 minutes actual appointment, and then like I have to also wait for your like. Most people who actually go to the dentist, I don't know about y'all who are nasty There's fucking European men's out there who don't know what a dentist is. Um, it is boring, feels like a waste of time, and just like okay, because you like you have to also wait for your family members if you go with your family members if you just don't go alone, and then like or you have to like wait for like people in front of you or people behind not people behind you but like you gotta wait for the people that are already in there and then the people that are waiting inside the lobby and like what should really be like a 10-minute stay turns into like a 3 hour because you have to drive 30 minutes or at least for me I have to drive 30 minutes wait an hour 2 hours for my family and any other client that's going into the dentistry and then like try like get driven or drive 30 minutes back home and then like it's kind of like going on vacation when you come back from vacation you just like oh thank god I'm home home sweet home man like and the reason why I mentioned dentists because I went to the dentist of course and you know like I had like a weird like my hygienist had like all this pent up like views and thoughts that like I guess she can't like say to her family or like say to you know the what's it called friends or social media she had like all this pent up stuff and I don't really want to go into it because you know y'all might hate on her for her own views and I was just kind of sitting there until it got religious and I really hate until it gets religious because my views are people won't like my views on religion. And you know, I could talk about them later on in a different podcast or a different episode. But you know, my views are kind of people will argue with me, and I don't necessarily want to argue. I just want to learn about the other religion that you know y'all are with. Like I'm learning a lot from my friends for oh my god, I'm gonna get I'm gonna like you know I'm learning a lot of Muslimism. It's really great. Or politically correct, it's Islam. You know, I personally love Muslimism. It just rolls off the tongue. You know, it's a great religion. I think many of the values and you know the ideas in it are great. My friends kind of like teach me about the stories, or I guess real life events in their case. Um, you know, they tell me about certain rules, things that they can do, things that they can't do. Um, and you know, I kind of love listening to it because it's a whole different world and a whole different perspective. I got really into Taoism and that shit was, you know, it's different because you need a certain level of um kind of detachment from what you think you know about a religion because it's like the way that Alan Watts because I was like watching I like used to binge and like rewatch his lectures. You should check it out. Alan Watts lectures about Taoism or just Buddhism. One of them. I might be getting confused. But he describes a Tao as like a I don't have like a gong with me, so I'm just gonna like that's the Tao. This is my scuffed Tao. Okay. Let me do it properly. Yeah, okay, so that's the Tao. And it's like this inexplicable force that is like if you describe it, you don't really reach it. But if I could make it so someone could understand, it's like it's everything and it's also you. So it's like kind of hippie language. So like you know you hug the trees, man. Um, let's gather around and hold hands around this fire, man. And yeah, it's kind of like that. Man, I'm really scuffing the definition. I don't want to search it up either. So if you want to correct me, go ahead. Just say in the comments. I don't care. But It's really interesting. Check it out. Alan Watts, Taoism. There's also like you get into like really motivational shit like on the side, like when you watch it on YouTube. I don't know why. It's kind of it's it's there. Yeah, I used to listen to it a lot when I was younger. And back to what I was saying though. So I was at the dentist and it got like extremely religious. So like it was talking about Twitter. At the start it was talking about Twitter and like how you can't really say anything. Like you say one thing, and then like someone will condemn you, and then you say another thing, and someone will condemn you from the other side, from the opposing side of that view. And then like depending if they really hate it a lot, I should probably take a here there you go. It depending if they really hate it a lot, you know, um, it you could be canceled for it now, and it's kind of sad to see that because many of the people that have these outstanding or I don't want to say outstanding because that sounds like I'm promoting it, but like have these different views, have a separate view, get like pushed down, and then they kind of build resentment, and then kind of hate the other people, and then like now there's sides being put into play, and then it just dissolves. The whatever discussion, whatever term or whatever like sense of equality there was, is kind of just ripped in half, like the division between men and women and the workforce and all that. Um, yeah, so we started talking about that, and as we went on, I kind of brought up, it's kind of like the division between religions, like Jesus sanity, Jesusanity, and Muslimism. Uh, they conflict. They don't conflict each other, but like one person will say like mine is right, yours is wrong, and then the other person will say mine is right and yours is wrong, and then they'll just get into an argument. Or if the person's patient enough, they'll just kind of like leave it. But like nothing's really arranged usually with a common person. I mean, and I was just comparing it like that, and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh, you don't you don't believe in Jesus? You don't believe in Jesus? And I'm like, yeah, it's there. Maybe. Um, I don't want to get too far into it because then like the people man's gonna be coming. Oh, you should believe in Jesus and whatever, and I'm not for that. Anyways, push comes to shove. Long thing short, um, it gets really awkward, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. Like she's cleaning my teeth. She has all the power in this situation. Any quote unquote twitch, any accidental stutters, my gums could be bleeding. Or like she could be doing like a harder job, like cleaning my teeth slightly harder than normal just to get back at me or whatever I said, Um, it's really not big of a deal. It was just like a normal talk, but like it kind of had that tension, usually when you talk to people, you get that tension. If it's like awkward or you don't know them or it's like strange or whatever, it's something that opposes your own views. The tension comes up and it's like, uh oh no, how do I get out? I shouldn't have, you know, and it kind of sucks, but it's whatever. It was funny afterwards, like, oh my god, I survived. Thank you, Jesus. That's when I started believing in Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me that power to get through that situation. Um, Aside from that, there's nothing else I really wanted to say about dentists. The dentist place I really went to had like these like World War Z looking ass quarantine zones. So like everything was wrapped in like saran wrap or whatever plastic, and had like a zipper, and like all these like women, because all the dentists were women. Apparently, there's no men. Where's the equality? What the hell? I flipped the table. Um, yeah, so like all these women dentists had like these gloves, the rubber gloves, the mask. They had the goggles. They had like a hairnet that those lunch ladies would wear, and then they would also have like like a I don't want to say like a apron, because that'd be wrong. But like a coat. I don't know, like a poncho. Like a poncho. Poncho works. And then like they would also have like a face shield. The main dentist lady had like night vision goggles, whatever those are, and I had glasses because I'm cool. And it's off-putting. It's so much different than how it was like 2 years ago, and I kind of wish it went back. Um, that's all I really wanted to talk about for dentists. And after the dentist, my dad actually met his long lost friend, and I don't know. Depending on the age you are, like if you're 11 and you're listening to this, I mean, this you can. I don't think you can relate. Like, oh my god, like I haven't seen you in 10 days. Like, or I guess now they can relate, cause, cause of Corona and all that. But like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in like a whole year. Like as kids would say in that tonality. Um, like yeah, my dad found his long lost, not long lost, but like he hasn't seen his friend in 25 years, and after you see a dude that had corona and like kind of got over and almost died from it, like when you see him, like my dad just had like nothing but like joy. Like it was beautiful, man. Like I could see it on his face, and um, I felt good in that moment. Like it was like he radiated so much happiness that I felt happy, and that felt good. That like I don't know if I'm getting this through, but it was great. Um, we bought him some tea, like a small tea coffee thing from Tim Hortons, and we kind of just drove home. It was nice. Um, Aside from that, I almost got involved into a pyramid scheme. I know it's a great transition and all, but I don't really want to name the thing because if I name it, um, you're gonna like legal dispute. I don't even know if it's a real company, to be honest. But from what I Google search, it's like a real thing. And yeah, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be selling things for like $8 an hour, wasting my time like that during the summer as well. And I thought maybe I'd just start recording these episodes instead of whatever thing. Start marketing for $8 an hour. I'd rather put myself out there like this with my own voice rather than saying, "Oh, this product is great. Just wait until you see what it has. It can uh, it can give you a purple nipple while also rubbing your belly. It's great, yeah." And then like come up with a top hat, start doing like a musical number. Like I don't, I don't want to be performing like that. Rather be like this. The pyramid scheme was quite weird though. Like they messaged me on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I didn't answer for like 2 weeks. I thought I would never get a response because professionally you wouldn't respond. Like, oh, we're not taking any more people. But red flag one, they were actually responded, and it's like, oh, we're doing this thing for students during the summer. Would you like to join? And I'm like, yeah, sure. What do I got to do? What is the company? What? And I'm just saying this for like anyone who happens to come across this video. Like, if you start seeing red flags about the professionality or the professionalism of the other person, don't or the other company or the group involved, don't be messing with them, man. Like unless it's like a real startup and like um like you're going into something like VR, and that's awesome. But yeah, just if you start feeling red flag, the second red flag is like, here, we'll message you on iMessage, and usually, I mean, why would you? Can't you just email? Because like an actual company has an email. They send you through a whole ton of bullshit, and you kind of just get the job that way, at least from my experience. And so, yeah, the second red flag was like I got a text message from them. I haven't responded because Little me doesn't want to work in that type of business. But um, yeah, the it was really weird because like I kind of feel bad for the people that are in it, and I don't really want to say anything because they're probably making bank. I'm not gonna lie. Like the longer you're in it, the more bank you make. Saw there, it's like you can make from like 15,000 a year, maybe US, and then up to like 51,000. But like I think 51,000 is kind of stretching. You got to be like a top, tippity top. And I don't know, man. It's I don't want to be a part of that business. Anyways, I think that's about it. I think I'm reaching the 40-minute mark. Let's see here. Do I have anything else that I want to talk about? We talked about that. We talked about that. You know, and okay, so okay, we talked about that too. Oh, okay. So in other news, uh, apparently, okay. So this is not really important, but I mean, I found it there, and I'm kind of just like, wow, okay, that's different. But I'm sure it's not of much importance to anyone. But apparently, Demi Lovato came out as non-binary. How weird, strange. Like it's strange to me because like, didn't she have like a couple boyfriends? Maybe a girlfriend too. I don't know. I remember seeing her in like Camp Rock, in like the rock school musical. I don't know. She was in like those type of movies in like Disney Channel and uh you know, and she has her own music and obviously, I mean, how else would you know her? It's weird. I don't, there's nothing really I wanted to say here, but she goes by they and them now. Here, let me put it up on screen real quick. So yeah, so here it says 28-year-old star took Instagram took onto took to. I'm dyslexic by the way. Not really. It's just like I'm really bad at reading out loud. So took to Instagram on Wednesday, May 19th, to announce that they identify as non-binary, using gender pronouns as they and them. Moving forward, you know, like that's great and all, but I hope she's not using it as like a way to promote her podcast. You know, like I mean, I know I have a lot of rivals out there, but I know I got a lot of people I'm competing against. But I don't know. That'd be lame. I think that'd be lame. That'd be taking the movement out of context. I mean, it's smart, but it's not the best thing. I really hope that she's genuinely trying to. She genuinely identifies that, because it would, in my eyes, it would make not only her look bad, but like other people. I feel like just by association. The way I usually think about things is like, how does this help them first and foremost? How does this help me? This doesn't help me at all. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't even know why I bring it up, but um, and then like, you know, how does this affect others? And so I genuinely hope that this helps people. I hope that I don't know. It just seems kind of out of left field, and since it's her, seems kind of dumb on certain respects. But you know, all the power to her. I hope that works out. So like if someone is non-binary and is listening to this, like who do you even get with? So like, how does that relationship work out? Do you have to also get with another they them? So like, it would be correct to use they when you're referring to the couple. Look at them, you know, or is there like a them's, like plural? Oh, look at them's, like or days. Uh, would this be a part of it? I know that's stretching it. I know, but like, would this be a part of they and them? So they, them, and this, like he, him, and his, or she, her and shiz, she, shers, and shiz, whatever. I don't know. Oh, for third time. Whatever. Yeah, all the power to that. In other news as well, I'd like to show this too. The great Paul Mooney has died. The pioneer of comic, as it says here. This is sad, man. He was a great dude. Um, I'm a huge follower of comedy, and like I watch all these people, and I admire them greatly for just how they're able to speak to people like with such power and virility or fertility. Is that what I wanted to say? Okay, no. So with like power in the sense of like confidence. Like they got the power to do that. You know, they got the courage to do that. It's hard talking to like a group of people. Okay, it's like it's hard getting up in front of a stage and trying to make something funny, and I respect it greatly. Like it's very hard, and then this sucks. You know, I just started watching some of his bits. I actually just started learning about him too, and it's kind of sucks that he will never be able to produce good comedy. I don't know any of the backlash in relation to this man. I barely know his background. I just know he was a great comic, and I if he did something shitty like O.J. Simpson, I mean, yeah, I hope that's the right person. I like I'm not associating him with what he did, more just what he worked as. Okay, and the just the entertainment he produced. Not I'm not I don't want to affiliate with any of the other things because that is different from the entertainment and the persona that they had on stage. All the best to that family. Hope people. I hope those people do well. I hope those people do well. Uh, I think that's about it for all the things I really wanted to talk about. I mean, there's some VR news, but I think I'll keep that for next week. Um, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I'm actually reattaching this like sort of segment. I don't know if you'll tell. You might hear a jump in audio, but I'm adding this section because I felt like I could add a little bit more. You know. I'm gonna put some nice soothing lo-fi to kind of just end this out. Have a good day. Enjoy whatever you're doing or what you've been doing during this podcast. I'm gonna put this on now. Bye bye. Thank you for tuning in. We're on Just a Dude on the Side Street podcast. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. And yaha. Yahee. Yahoo. How? I wonder if I can reach those high notes. Probably sound like a lunatic or seem like a lunatic. Like, not even lunatic, just like kind of like a knob's a little bit loose. Maybe not even. Whatever. I'm thinking too much. Thank you for saying too. Get out of here. Shoo.